This is part 2 of our Great Ocean Road trip. We started at the Memorial Arch, we went to Apollo Bay, we've done Glen Eyre, and now, where are we?
We are the most iconic part of the Great Ocean Road, the 12 Apostles. Steps, and we're right here on the beach. We can't see the full 12 apostles, but there are no longer 12. There's only about 6 or 7. But definitely so happy it's a sunny day, because Victoria weather can be a bit hit and miss. Yesterday we had a lot of rain, so happy that we're here on a sunny day.
So as we mentioned, we are at the 12 Apostles here at Port Campbell National Park, and as Rianne said, there are about 6 or 7 apostles still standing. They are limestone sea stacks, one right there just behind me, and they were formed about 10 to 20 million years ago. It was amazing that as I stand here in 2026, there are still thousands of people that come and visit here every single day.
So we're here now back on the lookout. It's much busier here, but it's absolutely worth the view. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a couple of the little apostles which have eroded away over time. So definitely a good lookout spot up at the top here.
So down at Gibson Steps was where you saw a couple of the apostles, but you've actually got to come to the 12 Apostles Visitor Centre where there's parking. There's a lot more tourists, but this is where you see the rest of them, and it's such a magnificent sight. There's no one down on the beach. I don't think you can get down there, so this is as close as you can get.
The irony of this is such an enormous, natural wonder of the world. The cliffs, the vegetation, obviously the apostles that have eroded over time, but the juxtaposition is it's a very popular place. There's a lot of tourists, and you kind of have the distinction of between nature and man, and how sometimes I feel we ruin things a little bit.
So we've travelled about 3 minutes drive from the 12 Apostles. We are on the way to Port Campbell and stopped at Lovell-Boland Gorge, which is part of the Shipwreck Coast here in Victoria.
So the ship was actually sailing from the UK, and it was 3 months into its journey and so close to finishing and coming into Melbourne, but it was a really foggy day and they couldn't see the Cape Otway lighthouse, and so that's actually why the ship crashed.
Yeah, so if you come here, there's 4 different stops, all telling different parts of the story. Really interesting. Little stop, take probably about 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more you can do. There's a blowhole and other things, but if you want to just take it easy, then 15-20 minutes. In Port Campbell, and we're now exploring a couple of other places on the Great Ocean Road which we didn't manage yesterday. So right here is London Bridge, and these two actually used to be connected, but in 1990 the London Bridge technically collapsed. So I guess they do say London Bridge is falling down, and that's exactly what happened here. London Bridge collapsed or fell down, because you can see how ferocious the waves are, and this is limestone, so if it's been over hundreds and hundreds of years just being attacked, you can see why it collapsed. So definitely go enjoy whilst they're still standing. What I really enjoyed about Lovell-Boland Gorge and London Bridge and all the other ones that are not so well known, maybe outside of Australia, is that they're a lot more spaced out. So this is the 3rd lookout point we've been to on London Bridge, and Lovell-Boland Gorge as well. There was quite a number of different things spaced out, so it didn't feel quite so intense and a lot of people on top of you. So it feels a lot more tranquil than the 12 Apostles, which personally I felt a bit overwhelming because there were quite a lot of tourists. So just if you're someone who's a bit more introverted or likes their space, these ones might be more for you.
So we've travelled all of about a mile from London Bridge, and now we're going to go explore the Grotto, which will be our last stop on this Great Ocean Road trip. Even just through this sort of archway, you can see the
the limestone that's been here for like hundreds of millions of years. It's just absolutely incredible to see, and just think that it's going to be here a long time after we are. Grotto, just standing here at the top of the steps, is probably one of my favourite places on this whole Shipwreck Coast. It's really mesmerising just watching the waves going up, and then when they come cascading down, it's like a waterfall, and yeah, I could stay all day here.
So as you can see, we've left the Shipwreck Coast now and we are in the Grampians.
Yeah, so we drove about 2 hours and it was on some of the most scenic roads. I didn't see anyone else pretty much at all for about 2 hours, and we decided to come straight out on a hike, and we're at the balconies, which is at the Reeds Lookouts.
Yeah, it's beautiful weather. If you are on the Great Ocean Road, do make sure you come make this detour, make this 2-hour journey, because it is beautiful. It reminds me of the Blue Mountains in Sydney in New South Wales if you've been there.
Yeah, we're not quite alone, as you can hear, but we pretty much have this whole park to ourselves. We've hardly seen anyone, so it's a lot less touristy than the Great Ocean Road, so definitely something you can breathe a sigh of relief and a bit more tranquil, I would say.
Yeah, but if you have watched these 2 videos, we really hope you've liked them. We've really enjoyed our time on the Great Ocean Road and in Victoria.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Rianne, this is Sam, and you've been watching That Lovell-Boland Life. Catch you on the next one.